Welcome, everyone. In this video, I will speak about Autodesk Forma and how we can utilize this platform to do the proposal, even for the conceptual design or for a DA application design. The good thing about this platform that it has the capability to run with
Imagine having the information, tools, and content.
AI platform and powered AI tools for pre-design and systematic design for architects and engineers. You have the capability to do a 3D modelings, 3D conceptual, and even real-time environmental impact. And even if you are using other Windows operation or Mac operation, there's no problem because actually this is a cloud platform. So remember that to have free access, use your educational email and educational ID to have that one, and make sure to have the access. If you have a problem with that, please make sure to see my previous video about Autodesk access. Once you go there, you will have like an empty page. You will actually can create your new projects. Similar to InfoWork or another platforms like this, you have the capability to go around the places and try to select what actually the area that you prefer to create your projects and the project area. You need actually to start zooming in until you have found this option for actually confirm the area. You can type the area if you wanna, or actually you can just zoom in, you can try to confirm the area. So confirm the area like this, and after that, the Autodesk Forma start building your project as you go. However, this process might take a little bit, like a couple of minutes. Okay, depends on the size and the details of the project. But the good thing is here that once it is happening, you have also the capability to add more data regarding the building, the existing condition, maybe the existing trees, maybe if there's any GIS data specifically for that place has been actually provided for this specific project. You will have the capability to add those data. It might again take a couple of minutes, okay, to download it, because actually you will have the access for both the graphical information, but at the same time, all the data and information there, specifically from environmental perspective, zoning, and stuff like that. So here in the ordering data, you might actually add, for example, the building data. So you can just click on order and say ordered. Okay, back here. You might also add Astro data. And this is actually already added. Okay, you can also order it. There is another data about the roads. Okay, you can also order it. We have New South Wales land parcel. Okay, data. We also under property. We can order it. Trees data is there, so we can order it. It's up to you. Satellite images there for that area. You can also order it. So whatever actually the data that you're interested in, okay, you can actually easily order it. And once you order it, you will have it, okay, like this. Obviously, it might take a little bit, okay, time, time to actually upload all type of data. But the good thing is, once it is ready, so actually you have the capability to start building your projects. As I mentioned, okay, this platform has the AI capability. So for example, if I go to the first option here, okay, and go to this one, okay, here, for example, I have empty areas, or I might actually jump to another places like this one. Okay, see here, I start actually see what's happening because I start having the satellite images. So for example, okay, I might actually in this area choose to build something like this. It's up to you, like how to make the space. So now you start actually having different options here. that actually coming from understanding, okay, the perspective from AI perspective. Obviously, you can actually select the number of floors. Okay, you can make it taller, the height for the floors, okay, and stuff like that, okay? So once, okay, it's ready, so actually you can see your new buildings, okay? Something also you can do here, actually, you might jump to the site limit. So for example, I will make my site limit in this area. You might actually jump to do the run analysis for the sunlight. See actually exactly what's happening here when it comes to the sunlight. To understand, the natural lighting and the sustainability perspective for this project, and if it is something I need to change or maybe consider, because that align with the perspective of conceptual design, and also later might even help when it comes to think about your environmental option that you are actually selected, because you need, to also link that with the functionality. So you might actually change the functionality from inside the building. Remember, actually here we cannot go inside the building. However, later we can actually manage between this one and, for example, our model that we create in Revit, or even we create in another platform like ArchiCAD and bring it here, okay, from import option, or we can even export whatever we have here to also to Revit option. So once it's ready, just click on open the analysis. After that, the analysis start actually appearing here. So what I can tell that this like yellowish one, okay, that has actually good amount of lighting. However, we have big problem at this part of the building, okay? You can actually create, an image from here, okay? So you can have actually like a screen image, okay, from this one, okay? And it will be good, okay, for your report. You can actually take a screenshot normally. In all cases, okay, it's important, to start think how we can actually fix such a problem, okay? And that's why this kind of processing is really important. Obviously, we have like to the macro and for the wind, we can actually even have it for the shadow analysis. We just show you, like you can even do the shadow analysis, but when you do the shadow analysis one, okay, you need to add it. So once actually you agree that it has been added, okay, you can actually start seeing, the shadow analysis study, okay, for the building. So once you click on the preview, you will be able to see the shadow analysis, okay, in that area, and how actually it is happening. You have the capability also, to export the images if you wanna for each, for each time. Obviously, you can select it, okay, from here. There is also another options, okay, for extension data, and some of them are really good, okay, when it comes to the some rendering options, okay, if you wanna, you can actually have them there. Obviously, it's up to you, whatever you prefer. But let me just show you this actually rendering option here. It might be like look interesting for some of you. For example, okay, if I select to have this kind of building and ask for rendering, obviously it takes a little bit time, okay, to be appear, but it actually start understanding that screenshot that you have here and start building some rendering option, which is also might be good, okay, if you actually try to think about a conceptual design. But apart from this rendering, okay, remember that there's huge options when it comes to the microclimate, when it comes to the wind analysis. Yeah, so for example, this is actually how the building look like. It's not bad actually, you can actually save this, okay, drawing here, and add it, okay, to your report. It actually looks good, not bad, to give actually kind of conceptual rendering how we are expecting your building. Again, there is even for solar energy analysis, you might actually do the same thing to understand the solar energy analysis happening in the project. But something is really also I do like here, when we jump to the import, you might actually in the future import your project if you do it in Google SketchUp, or Revit, or ArchiCAD. Also, you can create different data again. You might create different proposal, okay? Or actually, you can even export this model to the Revit. So if you click on Revit, send to Revit, and just open the Revit file, go to manage massing, load proposal. It might take a little bit time because it's big. Download the last version. Okay, they asked me to download the last version. Okay, of the plugin. Let me just do it. Okay, now load the model. Now it's actually happening. Again, it might take a little bit time because actually it's moving between the cloud, okay, to your computer. But this is also something really good because once you're done your conceptual design and you want to go to more detail, here actually you have all the surrounding, all the existing condition, the topography, and you might start think to use it, okay? However, sometimes some people, they prefer to use the building for Revit and jump to another platforms like Civil 3D when it comes to understanding that topography. Maybe other videos I'll explain about that in more details. But here also you might actually decide to jump from Autodesk Forma to Autodesk Revit. So you can actually use this to have the whole topography, to start actually having all the existing data like the building and stuff like that, and even the part that you built. Again, when it comes to the rendering, okay, as I mentioned there, you might also like jump to the rendering option, to the add extension. Okay, sorry, to the extension one here. Okay, and also you might also select different view. In fact, each view also might do different outcomes in your rendering. That also could be something you think about or utilize when you start thinking about your conceptual design, because obviously that means, okay, you have different options and that means you have different material, okay? Again, let me just check the Revit file. 1 second. So once it's ready, it will appear like this, okay, with all the details. And this is actually the building that we have designed, and we can see all the surrounding. So still, this is actually the new rendering one, okay? You can tell it is quite different. So this is actually how the outcomes can be undone from Autodesk Forma. Hopefully this video is really helpful to start your conceptual design and even the conceptual report for the DA and your steps for the DA. Actually, I like this rendering. See you in another video.